Hello everyone, thanks for checking out my video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Hori screen protective filter for the PlayStation Vita. I picked this up today for $9.99 at GameStop, and I am thoroughly impressed with it. So there's a lot of things I want to talk about with this filter. Originally I've had the unit now for about 2 weeks, and I didn't buy a screen protector because I had a Catz clear case that I thought, you know, I'm not going to be beating this thing up, so that's all I would get. Well, lo and behold, after a couple weeks of just having it in my pocket with nothing else, I started to see scratches, very light scratches. You couldn't see them at all when the device was on, but if the unit was off and you had it in the right light and everything, you could start to see little scratches forming. And, you know, to me, I thought I'd protect my investment a little better, so today I decided to go get this filter. I've installed many of these sort of screen filters on several different phones, and I have a 10-inch tablet, and I'd have to say out of any device I've ever put a filter on, this one had to be the easiest. And look at that, it says it right there. Wow, so easy. And it certainly was. It's the instruction manual that came with the unit over here. Clearly tells you how to do it, and if you follow the instructions, step 1, 2, 3, 4. If you do it, take your time, you'll get no bubbles whatsoever, and the device will come out looking amazing. And one thing is that with this new screen now, all of those scratches that I saw before are gone. It really covered up every one of the you know, the little swirl scratches and everything, I guess, from cleaning the glass and everything. So I am thoroughly impressed and thoroughly amazed with this device, with this screen filter. So here it is on my unit, and I picked this filter because, as you can see here in the picture, it doesn't just cover the screen, it covers the whole sort of the sides of it as well. And you cannot see it at all. So, I mean, it is on here. I guess if I zoom in a little bit, you can see it right there along the edges. Forgive the dust and my Infinity screens behind me. But all in this area were mild scratches, and they are completely gone. You cannot see them at all anymore. So I am amazed at how well this covered up all those scratches, and it just fits perfectly. I mean, it's seamless as to where this is. You can barely see where they are. There you go. But that's why I chose this protector over the other one that just covers the screen, because I wanted to make sure there was an overlap. The case that I have that I'll be showing here in a second, the Catz clear case, covers a lot of this stuff. So I figured with this one, all of the glass area will be protected. And again, if you could have seen this prior to me putting this filter on, there were a bunch of little swirls. It was like, for some reason, I must have really cleaned heavily right here and had some dust or something, and it scratched it up. So, I mean, you couldn't see it at all. It was, you know, if you're anal like me, that's probably the only way you would have seen it. With the screen on, you definitely wouldn't have seen it. And like I said, you had to look at it kind of like this in a sort of light area in order to have seen it anyway. So anyway, I cannot speak highly enough about this Hori screen protective filter, and it definitely sticks to its name here. It was, wow, so easy to install, and I highly recommend it for $9.99. It's even cheaper than the one that just went over the screen. I think the one that just goes over the screen was about $12 at GameStop, and this was $9.99. So that's all I have to say about the screen protector, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this Catz case here. This is what I originally purchased when I bought the unit as a protective solution, and it is very nice, and I'm going to continue to use it. However, I am glad now that I do have the additional screen protection. So this sort of snaps over the top like that, and you raise this up, and it clips in, and then you got to give it a little push around the sides, especially that side right there. And this clear case comes with a little kickstand that you can use to set the device up and watch movies on and everything. And it's got a hole here so that you can get to your jacks and everything. I find that the jack, the power USB jack that came with the device fits very well in here. I also purchased an aftermarket one. I had to finagle it a little bit, but it's each day it seems to slide. The aftermarket one seems to slide into this case a little bit easier. So I've got no complaints there. And this provides a nice protection around the edge of the unit, leaving the trigger buttons free. You know, honestly, if you've seen in my other videos, I use the 32 gig memory card, so I don't have cartridges, but I guess there you go. That's what gives you access to your media slots if you're using the cartridges. And then it just snaps back in place like that. And another good thing about this is that you can pull this piece off like so, and it allows you access to the rear touch panel. So you can keep the case on, have access to the touch panel, and then quickly just snap it back into place. So this is a very, very nice combination. This Mad Catz clear case with the, once again, Hori screen protective filter. I definitely recommend you buy these immediately once you buy your unit to keep it protected, because, you know, even like I said, I had no idea that just the slight cleaning that I was doing and having it in my pocket with no keys, no coins, no other cell phone or other devices, I made sure I didn't have it in my pocket with anything else, and I still started to get scratches over it. But with this protective case, I swear, it's amazing how it just completely covered up all of those swirl buff marks and things that I started to form in the screen. So hopefully, now as far as protection goes, we'll see. But you can't even see that this thing's got a filter on it now. And like I said, because of the overlap of the case, it won't start to peel up or anything like that. So that's what I recommend everybody go out and get when you get the unit. Get these two protected devices and protect your investment. Thanks for watching my video, and check out the other videos I have for the PS Vita.